Eric Trump shares Donald's Amazon shopping list. Eric Trump trolled neighboring Canada, as well as Greenland and Panama, with a recent social media post about his father's Amazon shopping cart, but some do not see it as a laughing matter. President-elect Donald Trump has been making declarations about U.S. expansion ahead of his return to the White House next year, including turning his focus on both counties and the territory. In a post on X, Trump's middle son shared an image that appeared to be an image that looked like an Amazon shopping cart. In the online cart were Canada, Greenland, and the Panama Canal. The image next to it he shared was the 78-year-old smiling down at the shopping cart on his phone. The younger Trump captioned his post, "We are so back." But while the president-elect may be trolling other foreign leaders at times with his talk of expanding the U.S., some of his recent declarations appear to be serious, including threats aimed at Greenland and Panama. Trump first turned his ire on Canada and Mexico last month, when he accused the neighboring countries of unfair trade with the U.S. and threatened they need to do more to address the border. At the time, he threatened both countries with 25% tariffs on all imports into the U.S. when he returns to office if they don't take action. It's a move that economists warn would raise costs on American consumers and could be economically devastating to all three countries. In response, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau traveled to Trump's Mar-a-Lago home in Florida to meet with the president-elect in person, where Trump suggested, according to reports, that Canada could become a U.S. state. Since then, the 78-year-old has been trolling Trudeau with social media posts, including one of him looking into Canada. He has also referred to the Canadian leader as governor and called for Canada to be the 51st state. Just days ago, he repeated a suggestion in a Truth Social post, even referring to it mockingly as the great state of Canada. But Trump has gone further with his talk of expansion in just the past few days. The president-elect has also set his sights on the Panama Canal and Greenland with a series of social media posts that do not poke fun but make direct demands for U.S. control. In a post announcing his pick for U.S. ambassador to Denmark, Trump reignited his interest in buying Greenland. For purposes of national security and freedom throughout the world, the United States of America feels that the ownership and control of Greenland is an absolute necessity. He wrote on Truth Social. Trump first expressed interest in buying Greenland, an autonomous territory of Denmark, during his first term. While the president-elect has repeatedly floated the idea, he has not gone into any detail on how the U.S. would go about making the purchase with the people there or paying for it. The Prime Minister of Greenland, Newt Ejed, responded to Trump's post, stating that the territory is not for sale. At the same time, Trump has threatened the country of Panama in recent weeks with the demand that the U.S. take control of the Panama Canal. Over the weekend, the president-elect wrote, "The canal in Central America, which connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, is considered a vital national asset for the United States, due to its critical role to America's economy and national security." He vowed the U.S. would never let it fall into the wrong hands, and wrote, "We will demand that the Panama Canal be returned to us." Trump reiterated his demands over the canal and criticism of fees to use it to a group of supporters on Sunday during a speech in Phoenix, Arizona. But Panama's President José Raúl Mulino rejected Trump, declaring every square meter of the Panama Canal belongs to Panama. He added that the sovereignty and independence of the country is not negotiable. The Panama Canal was built by the U.S. in the early 1900s, but it turned control over to Panama in 1999 under a treaty signed by President Jimmy Carter back in 1977. Trump responded to Panama's president writing, "We'll see about that." He and allies have not indicated how the US would seize control without cooperation.